Well, so talk to us about yoga for those who are sitting down.
Yeah.
And I don't mean sitting on the floor cross-legged.
Yeah, chair yoga. So I've been teaching chair yoga for years and years, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. I used to go teach it in homes for elderly people or people who had less mobility. But nowadays it's kind of even more appropriate for everyone, because all of us are sitting in chairs all the time. Loads of people work from home and they're not sitting in ergonomic chairs that are built for long-term sitting in them. I mean, in honesty, we shouldn't really be sitting for long-term times anyway. And chair yoga is something that you can do. I mean, all the offices are talking about corporate wellness now, and they're trying to how can I look after the health of my employees? Chair yoga is such a simple way. It's not like drop and spend an hour and a half on the floor on a mat. It's like, what can you do in the chair that you're sitting in whilst you're doing your work even? You know, ideally you take some separate time away, but you can be learning the poses that you can do in your chair to stretch out your back, to reduce things like tension headaches, tight shoulders, rounded back, tight hips, lack of energy, lack of circulation that's got real sluggish, lymphatic drainage that's got sluggish, and just bring yourself back into a place of better energy, better concentration, better memory.
Amazing. So, and you can actually do it while you work.
Yeah, you can just be doing it in a chair. You don't even have to have, you know, it's really inclusive. It's accessible for everyone, really, because you can kind of pick and choose the ones. There are some, if you look it up online, there's some really acrobatic things you can do with chairs. This is not what we're talking about here. There are some that you might get up and you might walk around the back of your chair, around the front of your chair, and do a kind of half downward dog or back stretches. But you don't even need to do those. There are ones that you can just do like sitting in your chair. There's obviously normal shoulder stretches that you're doing, but there's things where you're using the chair. So you might be doing like a twist where you're holding onto that chair and hand on the other side of the knee, and you're using your chair as a brace to sit up tall, and then to stretch, and then to sit up tall, and then to stretch. Or you're sitting in your chair and you're doing a forward bend with your feet on the floor draped over your legs. Yeah. Or you're using your desk to do a forward bend or to stimulate different points in the head. Or I mean, it's just like so many poses that you can do. And it's so nice because it really is, it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what ability you have, you can choose to bring it to a depth that works for you.
Super smart. Nice. So you're doing a chair yoga workshop this Friday?
Yeah, so it's going to be an hour class on Zoom at 10 AM this Friday. And if you, ideally what I wanted is to try and get offices to get on board and give their workers a chance to take some time out and do these movements during their work day, so that they understand that it isn't a separate thing, it's part of your work day and you're integrating it into your practice, so that when you're sitting, you're going, how can I sit in a way that enables me to sit for longer? How can I sit in a way that stops me from getting headaches? How do I sit in a way that makes me more productive in my workplace? So that was my aim. But if your workplace won't let you do it at 10, it will stay live for 5 days afterwards, and you can do it at any time in little chunks afterwards. So you get a Zoom code and it's €10, and all the details are on my Instagram, which is Yoga with Lydia, or my Facebook page, and it tells you how to pay through PayPal, and then you get a link half an hour before class, and then you join. So all you need is a chair, you don't even need a mat.
But what you definitely need to do is take the link to this video and send it to your facilities manager, to your HR, to your boss, whatever, and say, hang on, well, you know, we're kind of trapped in these chairs. Let's maybe take, is it an hour class?
Yeah.
An hour at 10 o'clock on Friday morning, or an hour during the next few days, and all get involved in doing chair yoga either at home on Zoom with each other, or directly in the office if you guys are back in offices. Why not? What a great self-care moment.
Yeah, brilliant. And it's just a lovely thing, because I think in loads of ways there's been yoga brought to offices, but lots of people have felt like maybe they're not able for it, or they're too shy to do it, or
yeah,
they
you
don't
personally
have the
experience that, don't you? Like,
Yeah, totally. I mean, lots of people won't join classes because of that. Zoom's great because you can have your picture off. People don't know what you're doing. They don't have to see you. You can just be doing it, and it makes it a more personal practice. And if you're someone with really tight hips or hamstrings, or, you know, you might have had a hip operation, or you might even be in a wheelchair, there's loads of ways that everyone can join in and make it work for their body. And ultimately, that's what yoga's about. It's about feeling good in your body and it being a personal practice, not a thing where you're looking at other people and seeing, am I better or worse than them? Yeah,
yoga equals union, not like ego things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time, except when you look at Instagram, but not her Instagram.
No.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, and so if you have questions, or if there's a specific area you want to join the class, but there's an area you want to focus on, or an area that you have trouble moving, you can just message me, and then I can include things that work specifically for you too.
Deb, you can get a tailored class. So sign up now, send her a message, send your bosses messages, and get in for some chair yoga.
Yeah. See you then. Bye.